Dotun.
Hello everyone, this is Small for HoAfricaTv. Thank you for staying with me. I feel like I've been apologizing so often over the past few weeks, and I'm not going to apologize this time around. But I'm going to say thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for coming back often and often to watch this show. I know it's been a week of not seeing my face. I missed you. I missed you a lot too, and I know you missed me too. So I'm just going to thank you for staying with me. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for likes, for tagging me in all of your posts. Thank you very much to these special people: Rebecca, Toby, Olatunji, Toby, Twisting. Then there's Jade, that's _ Jade. Thank you very much for staying with me. Thank you for. It's a big shout out to all of you for staying, for watching my channel, for staying around with me. So today is Monday and yesterday was Sunday. I know you definitely know that already, but church for me was fun. I didn't go, but I don't have to because I was listening to Pastor W.F. Kumuyi, and so Pastor W.F. Kumuyi talked about reasons for covering hair, why we should cover hair, why you should not force people to cover hair, why you should present yourself as a lady to your man. She said something about the fact that women were created for the man. Some feminists will not be so, happy with this news, but according to him, that is what the scripture says, that the woman was created, or the woman was created for the man. What led to this is the fact that he was talking about people who always cover their hair, or people who force other people to cover their hair. He was saying that the symbolism of covering hair is not to pose as a Christian. It does not mean you're saved. The reason why you should cover your hair is to do just one thing: when you're praying and when you're prophesying.
Every woman that prays or prophesies with her head uncovered dishonors her head. Come with me, deeper life. Somebody is coming to our church, and she happens to be a lady, and as we see her entering by that door, she has not covered her head, and so somebody will run there and bring out an extra scarf and give her and say, don't enter yet, cover your head. Well, to start with, we don't know whether she's born again or she's not born again. We don't know whether she even knows anything about prayer or not. We don't know whether she knows anything about prophesying or not. And we say, stay there by the door. We delay her there. You must cover your head. Every woman that...
I didn't miss going to church yesterday because that sermon was lit. I'm going to put it in there, and I really, really do hope that you will enjoy it, because really all the nitty-gritty, it was, at some point started talking about you covering your hair too much. You said some people cover their hairs for 22 hours and then makes your head stick. And this is to all people that wear wigs. Please allow breeze. They enter your hair small breeze. Like for real, wigs and cap, I don't think there's any difference. You use it, right? And the other person also cover their hair. Is covering your hair on both occasions. And if you don't remove your wigs often, your hair will they smell. That's why you will enter bus with somebody and you'll be so uncomfortable because of the smell that is oozing. Now, okay, so they said oozing does not mean smell, but no, because of the smell that is emitting, that's the English, emitting out of their wigs, it can be really, really bad sometimes. I'm back on Ameva. So please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a man and you like to just I'm all for everybody. So if you like wigs, please try to remove a small. Maybe breeze they enter your hair, but they allow you to think once in a while. Let everything be cool. Or maybe you hair your wigs more often and check them more often to save the world of pollution. Pollution doesn't have to come with waste and all of that. When your hair starts smelling, it is air pollution. Going forward into the entertainment industry in Nigeria, over the weekend, or maybe Friday, Saturday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, there's been a whole issue about the Machala song, about Brother Naija, Efe, and some other celebrities that decided to shoot their mouth inside the matter. But obviously, Brother Naija is accusing Efe of cheating him of some percentage of money, taking all the glory to all the song when he's not the owner of the song, as he claimed. So in the light of all this drama on social media, Twitter wars and spitting bars, now Portable has released the song. I don't know, maybe not released it, but he gave us a snippet to what is coming on, and then it really made a reference to the Brother Naija and Efe situation. I don't know if you've listened to it, but you should definitely stalk his social media to listen to that song. I'm definitely going to put it so you can enjoy it.
He's as a man, who go help you, no go stress you. Them go buy you, them body, them go give you 5%. You go wise.
can be that somebody is, cashing out of your own work.
Those are not sabi sing, and not sabi do anything. We are just did the song. Berry, as that Berry went there, so Berry don't release 3 songs. 3 songs went there, we no blow.
I sent some of my songs to Kata, and he called me back and was like, Berry, I'm gonna do one song, Machala, I'm gonna just talk about Machala, Whiskey, I'm gonna do one song for Whiskey. And I was like, mad. See, I feel run now. I called my bro, producer X, I told him, Alpha, Kata will do song, go.
Anyway, like I said, the matter don't turn around, and he's really not favoring any of the party. I mean, Katayefe was on social media crying on live stream, explaining his own side of the story. Berry Tiger was explaining his own side of the story. And it's all jumbled up at this point. We don't know who is at fault. We really do hope that they get to settle it. And that is, this don't really make sense. I really hope that they can, make a fair share of the deal. And going forward, if like say Ashaka de money, just open go for me, I can make this guy just come off our side. But really, it just released an album. Maybe how many days ago, and today, early in the hours of yesterday or today, he was seen on social media flaunting a new music. I think it's something like African Girl. Yeah, I think that's the song we should be expecting. So at this point, and the song sounds lit already. So at this point, we should just think, what is wrong? Is he on some sort of terminal illness? I mean, they said that if you don't sing for 1 year, they're gonna leave the world. Because what exactly is who is chasing this guy? How is he giving us back-to-back hits? Because looking at all the album, I don't think there's a song that they miss in all of that. And then there's another one who promised, go look at Spotify. It's still ranking. How many weeks after? A song came over number 1, and the song is on number 6 currently because it displays the initial code. I'm coming to stay. So anyway, I hope you guys get a snippet of it, listen to it. I'm not sure I can put it in this video because of copyright claim.
Allah say I'm back. What do you about Russia?
So if you remember a few weeks ago, after Queen Elizabeth died, that Ujuanya of Twitter, because I'm not going to, she's a professor actually, of Twitter came out to say she came out to voice her opinion about the death of the monarch, and everybody's attacking her and all of that. And you like Doshi yesterday came to release a statement. I mean, maybe after a lot of consideration, because he didn't talk about it immediately. So after a lot of consideration, thinking it, putting ink on paper and all of that, came to say that Ujuanya spoke for all of us, concerning the genocide that happened during in Nigeria during the time where the Biafra wanted their own freedom from Nigeria as a state. He said that she spoke for all of us, that she was talking in the interest of all Nigerians, and we shouldn't be so quick to judging her. But if you would also know, if you're a friend, if you're a follower of her on Twitter, or even if you're just a Twitter citizen, you would notice that she had always had strong takes on everything. I mean, she's a feminist, which is okay. She's also of the gay community. I mean, even after the old drama when she went on, when she was suspended on Twitter for a while, and then she came back after appreciating Nigeria, she wrote at the back of it, and by the way, I'm still gay. So just telling you that all of this thing, I thank you for standing with me, but I hope you also know that I'm still who I was. So in case you're, she spoke for us, that is quite okay. I mean, I don't believe that there is nobody that shouldn't be allowed to give their opinion of things, but she's always been strong and opinionated. And so when they say she speaks for us, I mean, in the way she did. I mean, everybody, I believe it's just what people have always wanted to say, or they did not want to say. Everybody is afraid of not being given visa to, UK. By the time they get to the embassy and they're like, is this you? You understand? So I believe that is it. But I mean, she did speak, at least to a large extent, the truth. But then to another extent, they would say that don't speak ill of the dead. But may the dead rest in peace, or in one, and we will say just, I mean, that is it for me. We will meet anywhere we want to meet. RIP to the dead, and I hope that the dead are able to bury their dead, and I hope that they are comforted. And yeah, that's it for me. So going forward to the fun part of Nigeria at the moment, I think that's like the fun part in Nigeria at the moment. Although the shit's like getting boring because they're moving all the interesting people. But yeah, we're talking about BBN. That's like the fun part of Nigeria, apart from Twitter, of course. Yeah, I'm a Twitter person. Anyway, so yesterday they finally removed the Baby Naija guest, Big Brother's guest, and yes, the people that went home officially yesterday were Dotun and Allysn.
The next housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother Naija Level Up house is Allysn. Housemate to be evicted from the Big Brother Naija Level Up house is Dotun.
Those people, once again, Daniela has been made a widow. It's really crazy at this point. Anybody that she's with is going home. So if Daniela really wants to stay in the game, let her just start dating everybody. So next week Saturday, all of them start going home. Yeah, there's not much drama from the Baby Naija house, apart from the fact that Chumsi thought she was still going back to level 3, and everyone was like, oops, psych. You're going home, like home, not a guest anymore. Anyway, so we're going to the Nigerian political scene. Nigerian political scene has always been a mess. It is still a mess. But considering everybody wanting to be president, everybody, recently, there was a president that they sent out of his own party. He was banned from his own party. He was a presidential candidate and he was sent out of his own party. Nigeria is is on fire right now, and it is just 2023 election. This is September. Right? And it's still 2023 and everybody's on fire already. Oh, what is going to happen? The Nigerian political scene is on fire. Atiku is making promises. Tinubu is making promises. PO is making promises to how it's going to help the economy and all of that. At some point, Atiku was also referring to the fact that, somebody who can, help clear the debts, and, talking about PO and all of that. By PO, I definitely mean Peter Obi of Labour Party, formerly in PDP, of course. And the PDP internal crisis, the Tinubu Bat campaign, everything on the Nigerian political scene is a mess. But are you going to join them in being that mess? That's my own. I would not want to be a mess. I would not want to I wouldn't want to add to the mess by choosing the wrong person. I would want to go out come 2023, vote for them. If you registered for PVC and you've not collected it, why? Why? What is the problem? Okay, so I understand that you work Mondays to Saturdays, but you could, ask for permission, 1 hour break, lunch break, just go there, get your card, and come back home. Because we're talking about your future, your kids' future. Let's just say you left the country. Somehow you will need something from Nigeria. Imagine being outside the country and you cannot even get your passport because they've not provided the leaflet. It was at some point people were being deported because they did not have their card. It is just so annoying. You can be outside the country and Nigeria is still happening to you. I hope you know that's a fact. So even wanting to leave the country is not a reason for you not voting the right person. Come November 2023, I'll be out of Nigeria. Before November comes, I'm not saying you would die. But Nigeria might have happened to you. So vote that person that you think. We are not saying all of them are savior or saints anyway, but vote that person that you are sure will reduce your chances. In science or in psychology, we would say that an experiment is only allowed to have a marginal error of 0.05. You understand? So choose that one person that you are sure of is 0.05. So that when he makes that mistake, it's minimal, it's allowed. Not the person that will make the whole 95%. I will now cost 5% for you. If you know what I'm referring to, that's your problem. Anyway, so let's just go out in everything, give it everything you have. Go out, vote for that person that you think is right by you, that will do right by the generation, that will do right by Nigerians. That will just bring peace to Nigeria as a whole. Make rice will not be expensive, and you'll not be eating agbado, ewa, gari. I'm not saying those are good food. That's a stable food. We can do that, encourage the farmers. Get this stuff. These things are in the market, but they are still expensive. Chickens are expensive. All December now, you'll be buying chicken through your nose, and some of us will even have to use pomo for Christmas. Anyway, I'm just saying. So it is farmers that are doing this. I hate it. Imagine go outside and price egg. It's running to 100 naira. Just one tiny little egg like this is running to 100 naira. By December, you may not even be able to use egg to eat jollof rice. That's it, I eat jollof rice. It's compulsion that you be cooking. Because why we choose the wrong people who cannot even manage the economy. People who under their nose like this, they're stealing barrels of oil and they're not doing anything about it. And by the time you complain, they're like, oh, we're always on it. They're always on top of the matter, but never on the matter. And that is always, it's always going to be a source of concern for me if we sit back and if I hear you in 2023, you didn't go out and vote and you're saying the government is bad. If I was you snap, your body will reset. If you do not go out and vote, you have no right whatsoever to complain, because it is people who don't vote that make grounds for people to rig elections. So please, for the love of God, for the love of your parents, for the love of our ancestors that fought for democracy, please go out and vote. Do not just vote blindly. Don't vote because of 5,000 naira and a bag of rice. Please vote for that person that will do right by Nigerians. And if you do not know, say the doctor say now only bad people their lifetime they long well. If you choose a person that is bad for the nation, it's 8 years. Like if you notice it, most of the time they're usually 8 years. They spend 8 years and sincerely and they are gone. But that 8 years, what you could have done with that 8 years of your life. Anyway, I think I've stayed too long on this matter, and I think that you get the gist already. So thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for staying with me. Thank you, Tosin Olatiji. Thank you, Jade Jade, once again. Thank you, Rebecca Onyenje Kwege. That's your name. Thank you very much for commenting, liking, and subscribing. And if you drop a comment, I can get to make a shout out to you next time. So thank you very much for hanging around to see your person, Small for Africa TV, and I will definitely catch you next time. Bye.
Hello.